To the Akali dealing with that one, but instead of that, exploring other picks, they hover the Talia, but then go for Corki. You can already see that this lane up in the top side is pushing. Could be an opportunity for a gank, but instead they're going into the bottom side. Look at his TP so early. Beryl already using his flash. He is dead meat. Now Nuclear going to have to cleanse and flash to get away from that gank. A Sandbox
instantly punished by Justice Punch and Stun on the taunt. So because of that, had to be more respectful. It's another roam.
They're gonna eat a shock blast to the face here as well, but there's no cleanse on this Rise. He's gonna get dunked as Summit is able to round the bend and come in for that kill.
And Dove is just finding his roam timings to respond with a Mountain Drake. They've got Rend and Smite. Hasn't worked for everyone, but not going to be contested by Sandbox. I think the preparation of first pick Jace, Canyon showed they don't want to fight by just poking, so they still don't want to fight for this. So can they actually look for a steal without losing multiple members?
Well, TPs are coming in now, so Joker in a little bit of trouble, has to proc that aftershock, finally does. And here comes Dub, trying to just burst down the jungler, and they will be able to get that in the trade of just the support. Well, kind of unfortunate that Q did not land. That would have been a dead barrel. Flash come number of plates for Damwon there. I think they only got 2 at the bottom side, which would make that 480 make sense, but how about double mounted for the side of Damwon already at 15 minutes?
Now, they have no tank for this as the hook does go in.
Okay, into the knockup. Flush of Corki over the wall. Double teleport coming on Indo, and he can't get on top of that lantern. It does mean that it will just be the trade for Canyon, who will go down as well.
Couldn't click to hit the mid lane with Iceborne Gauntlet, Miramana, and poke out, something that Callisto won't be able to answer in the mid lane of Rome, but now they're going to get Rome ganked.
Okay, everything being put into killing this Galio, but they're having such a hard time of it. Beryl finally going to go down here as Ghost in a little bit of trouble, but here comes the rotation from the side of Sandbox. They're now
from the itemization here is that Nogari once again has gone double magic penetration. Damwon actually do more damage than Sandbox, which you wouldn't expect with Jace, Ezreal, Lissandra on recently the Sandbox, but it's not a game-winning one, and it feels like Damwon actually have more control over the map. So as things lie right now, Dove might get a face check.
Okay, that's going to be that face check. You were talking about this before. Gonna send Beryl back into it, dead. Immediately goes down as the damage cannot be put onto Joker and his aftershock. A shock blast on a Showmaker, he barely is gonna die.
Now Jace super powered versus item timing soon. Showmaker about 1,500 plus gold away from hitting the 3-item spike that very few champions in League of Legends can match. Positioning on Baron, and we already talked about how they can't tank it very well. So given that, Sandbox, it could definitely be worse around these mountains. Hook lands.
Hook lands and no aftershock in time, and huge damage comes through from the Ezreal to lock down Canyon. Looked like it was going to be more of a barrel. Was face called out of there to safety, so they get the pick, but a lot used here by Damwon.
Everyone overrating their tankiness in this game. Showmaker's pretty far up.
I'm trying to get the engage here on the Showmaker, but Beryl gonna make his way in. Huge hook onto Dub, who has to self-ult here. Do they have the damage to blow him up? Yes, they will on the backside as everybody is overstepping their bounds tonight.
Has there been a game where Aftershock procking or not procking and gets stunned? So actually Aftershock only procs when he's at 500 health. Damwon just run at Baron.
Trying to use it against him. The Sandbox strategy comes through, and Damwon now trying to get away with this one. Not in range, but here comes the TPs. Dove from behind, gonna
they don't know he's here!
To bounce the ball in the Galio ultimate is gonna get one immediately. Now they're trying to get onto Nuclear, but he has the GA to survive for so long. But look at Summit coming on over. Damwon trying to come into this fight now. They're not gonna be able to win it. Only Showmaker is gonna be able to get away with that Baron.
What a huge flank from Dove, and so necessary. They built a lot of shred in Black Cleaver to try to group, be a grouping Jace. Grouping for the Mountain Drake. It's not going to happen. No steal comes through. The Bloodthirster's shield does scale on the armor that is provided. As round ball play, they're going to rush it.
They were out of vision too.
They don't know.
They have no idea, and it's 3 Mountain Drakes. See you later, Baron. That happened in the see if they can actually get this one going, but take a look at Nuggery's position. Looking for the flank, as is Canyon from behind. Look at the damage. Already goes out on a Dove. He's half health, and Joker just desperately gonna flash on in there. Now Now they're going to re-engage.
Summon's the back line.
From behind. Summon is going to try to go into that back line, but Nuclear going down up at the top side has to come in. But 2 kills do go the way of Damwon, and somehow they're able to turn that around.
You get the Elder as well. Jace got back
for the Nexus turret, but doesn't seem like Damwon show any signs of stopping here. They're continuing on. They want to win the game right now.
because of the Elder. The Elder's with Mountain. It's insane.
They just don't even exist anymore. As the shot blast is just laughable.
Just kill the turrets, kill the Nexus.
They're trying to kill Nuguri here, but he blasts away and he's got a massive shield on fleek. Not quite able to do enough damage. Look at Nuclear in the back line. Just gonna auto it down, and GG, Damwon Gaming coming in from behind, take game number 1.
Make the right shot call. You have 45% bonus damage. Destructors, just kill Destructors. Don't worry about the KDAs. The Elder comes down. Sandbox tries to get in the back. They kill the Callista, but the Corki does all the heavy lifting. That was an action-packed game, and Damwon Gaming just about get over the line.
Gotta hand it to them. They put a lot of focus on those drakes. They rolled well with all the mountains, and with the run.
Consider which ult are you stealing as Silas?
Buffer it! They get on top of Joker, but he is able to flash away.
Top lane.
Meanwhile, top side here, Nuguri does he have that Kingslayer trying to get on in. No mana for Dove. He's gonna knock him up, but the minions and the auto, it's gonna be enough. First blood goes to Dove in the solo kill.
Nuguri tries to play for lane, but he's not able to. I'm just a better champion, and in some cases that works. Also, in a draft, you first pick Silas, he could go in jungle, mid, or top, usually mid-top, make it clear, and has very good matchup. They want to keep it stacking for that.
Barrel now coming on in, just gonna straight up base check this, but there is a Rek'Sai behind. They do get the knock up here on a Ghost, but they don't have the damage just yet. Coming from behind here is Showmaker, and finally he is gonna go down as Silas makes his way in. A double kill for Nuguri. Has the heal even from the AD carry and stays alive. Damwon Gaming able to get 3 off of the back of that.
They come from all angles, and Sandbox, I don't know what the skin name would be, but kind of a big dreamer. He dreams he's Karma. He's Karma for a second.
He does the most damage. He's diving the turret. Nuguri with the aftershock makes it look easy.
Well, no dreams required. He just gets to be Nuguri when he grows up, and he's growing up strong in choices. So far, some great execution. However, how about a third solo kill one way or the other?
Nuguri's got a leash of his own, and now he's hunting. As he is up a level, is going to get in range as well. Going to flash that knock-up is Dove, but man, Silas, he's got a lot of mobility, guys. He's going back in. Could have seen that coming a mile away as Nuguri picks up another solo kill.
And this is why they went with Nuguri. No flame in the line. Back top lane.
Yeah.
So that stats can look a bit cleaner. Here's the Force. Damwon Gaming won an Infernal. Good luck trying to contest it, although Beryl.
Meanwhile, Beryl just going to ult onto Ghost, who flashes away alone. Cataclysm as on-plate traps himself.
He's going to do a lot of burst damage.
Look at the top side exactly. Even right now at 23 minutes, as we're going to try to get on top of Nautilus. He does buffer that one, and he is a little bit tanky, but not 4v1. It's a nice catch with the Fate's Call. Will go the way of Sandbox.
Long middle lane.
Doesn't even do that much damage. Flash going to be avoided here.
Finish this one
by Showmaker. Getting in range with that Shroud as Canyon desperately trying to do so himself. Ult comes in from Showmaker, but he's ticking down. It will go the way of the Callista. But can they get out of the pit as Rek'Sai's going in? Look at the knock-up coming in from the Nautilus, but it doesn't seem to matter. Nuguri in the backline. Double kill going to Canyon here, as it looks like Damwon Gaming are going to be able to clean up the majority of Sandbox here. Only on-fleek will get away.
It was the killing fields for Damwon Gaming, just like it proved to be for Sandbox in game number
here. With the Baron pushing on in. Nice amount of poke already, but take a look at Nuguri, level 16.
He wants Cataclysm.
He's not going to be able to grab the Lantern, actually has to go north, but they can't quite get into the back line. They're going to take out the Jarvan first, and Canyon was the one to die, but they have no front line now to Sandbox. As Nuguri jumping on in, as does Showmaker. Nice hook though, as Nuclear is going to get low. Showmaker as well is going to have it turned up, and Nuguri going 1v3. Does he have the damage? He takes out one, but it's not enough to win the fight.
Sandbox actually outplayed them. They needed an outplay. They got one. They've got 4 of them. Beryl has no health bar. Can they chase one down as well? Gonna have the movement speed soon. Not gonna try it. no value.
Position, they're funneling all through. It's just not enough to actually make it happen, especially after everything missed. And as we mentioned, no Cataclysm. And dumped on in, Nuggery split pushing himself.
The race for now. Sandbox Gaming gonna get the turret.
They're gonna get that, and Beryl, unfortunately, is immediately just gonna go down. TP now, they can easily play him. Sandbox, though, is going to turn onto this one, jumping in the back. Nuggery immediately gonna go down, but it's all up to Nuclear now. Can he push them back? He's gonna get the one kill on a Jace. That's okay. We're pushing on in for more. Not wasting any time with this one, but not too many minions. The next wave is coming on in, trying to get
for the end, Valdez.
Is Showmaker, but Nuclear on the backside, they're flashing on in. Down goes the GA, but on fleek, so close with that stopwatch. Joker, though, assassinated by Showmaker. Now Nuclear on the right side, trying to clear it out. Canyon trying to buy some time, and he will, as there are no minions left over for Sandbox to continue pushing.
Sandbox are outplaying Damwon, but to what end? They're trying so hard to make about what they have and what the enemy doesn't have. And here's Showmaker.
It's a big deal. Baron spawning in 30 seconds. Can they get the kill onto these two members? Ghost, though, is hopping away. Ghost here is actually outplaying them 1v3. He gets the one, he gets the two, he gets the three. Ghost is gonna shut him down.
Unbelievable from Ghost, kiting back there. Nuggery's alive. No TP to try to end the game. Sandbox Gaming, they still want to end it.
Oh man, how does he turn that one around? Nuggery now trying to go 1v3, but it doesn't look like he can. And the shot blast to the face is enough. And they take out the Silas, and they'll take out the game. 1-1 will be the score as Sandbox win game 2.
They needed to win 330, and at 30-01, the Nexus goes down. Sandbox had the read. If it's not now, we lose. If it's about the Silas, we lose. Nuggery subverting a matchup that I think a lot of other Nico players would be pretty pumped to go into. Because
this big one nearly takes him out on the backside.
44 HP. Lissandra out of lane, can teleport back in. I was going to pose the question of where does the Rift Herald go, but they know who it goes to. It goes to your boy Nuggery. Only as much gold as possible injected into his build, and actually, they're looking to take down a Nico on the back end. It's going to draw a TP. Nuggery hasn't noticed it yet.
Nuggery in a bit of trouble here. Is going to flash away, but we do have the Lissandra behind him. Can he get a range for the Devour? No, not quite. As that is going to go the way of Nico. First blood, flashing on in. Going to get that stun as both these guys are so low. They're going to flash on in for that kill onto Dove as well. And now Joker in a little bit of trouble, but Canyon gets low and will deter that.
Nameplates are on in this Rise versus Nico match.
Summit's good too, just like not able to outplay Nuggery as in goes Canyon trying to set this up, but he sets himself up as he's not able to get in range of a Devour. Now has to save Showmaker here is trying to go on the disengage. Nice amount of damage though. Is going to be pushed back.
Here. First Inferno went Sandbox, be an answering one for Damwon.
On fleek, not going to give his life. Says, okay, you can have
teleport compared to a Corki who has to take cleanse for the matchup. So there will always be windows where you get little things. Little things don't mean turret plates, we're too late for that. Little things now mean a roam where they're spotted.
Okay, Arrow's going to hit him, but on fleek doesn't have flag and drag, has to flash away. Oh, but here comes Nuggery in the back line, the biggest monster you've ever seen from your nightmares, doing that damage, and wow, Sandbox not able to put out anything here as the Galio just disappears, bringing the whole squad as well. As we're not done here, we're looking for Ghost. That's a double kill now to Nuggery on the teleport.
They got Nuggery to teleport, but only because there was a killing.
Unbelievable amounts of damage that comes out, and well, the desperation sets in for Sandbox. They're down 5,000. They are going to try to get this top 10s down, who does a bit of damage.
Do they run it back? It's 20 minutes into the game. They get a pick. They don't feel strong enough to just run it back. Remember, you can't look at this and be saying, nerf Rise, what the hell, Righteous Glory, he's so tanky, he does so much damage. Nuggery just builds the damage straight up and, well, flanks himself.
Well, we do still have Elise in. He's going to be able to help dunk this poor girl down as Nico gets 3-on-1 in the bottom side.
So far away, but just does go into the Nether Realm. We're not sure where Ash Arrows go when they miss, but that one never to be described. Corki.
He is going to miss his Valkyrie, but Beryl is in vision, or rather in range, to be able to do that. And look at the crits coming in from Corky, will
Got
he
him.
just get it the flash on in too? As he's looking for more. He hasn't had enough to eat. This little Corgi almost gets dug on the backside as he's not much you can do against this rise, but they're gonna try. As he's gonna step up to him. What is going on with the damage? You gotta be careful. As it's Nuggery going 1v3 on the front line. He's got a big shield too. Has the Devour as well as Joker just coming on in. Trying to do the tanking, but it is going to be the Baron and a kill that go to Damwon.
Sandbox
One is just pressuring everybody away. And they absolutely cannot defend this inhibitor.
But if they only lose one inhibitor, that's probably more than they
From the
deserve.
Corky, somehow. Just unbelievable scaling right now for the Rise. As I don't think there's going to be a chance here. They're going to get on top of Nuclear, though. Devour does come in. And the rest of the team here having a bit of trouble. You see Showmaker's doing the damage, but where's the follow-up? Nice pick, though, from the side of Canyon to get Ghost out of the fight. And Showmaker still is almost at full health. Is just going to shred through that back line that tries to get in there. And by the way, Nuggery's still pushing.
Sandbox plays it perfectly, but they're too far behind Val as the items are there. Summers, health bar is not.
It doesn't exist. The 404 comes through once again to replay as Damwon Gaming looks to push to end the game.
Second inhibitor, Nexus Tower, here we go.
Yeah, they're just going on in for it. Everybody's gonna die, and Damwon Gaming will be moving on to face King Zone in the first round of the playoffs.
Damwon Gaming take it down. What was a really entertaining wildcard match. So many in the past with 2-0s, where one team came in prepped and the other team did not. Damwon Gaming had all the question marks from us. Who was going to be on the roster? Could they actually make the map plays work? And to a great extent, Sandbox made some good decisions in game number 1 and 2 that only Drake's counted against them. But in game number 3, you start to see the potential of going with the young gun Nuggery and the young gun Canyon be fully realized. Nuggery is this tantalizing player who's so